Okay, I'm doing a quick video. I'm gonna try to make this quick. This is specifically for somebody, but go ahead and watch. This might be for you too. Okay, this video is in question is actually about the flat Earth. Okay, uh, when I was saying about doing the video, it was just all right here. Exactly what I want to say. You know what I mean? Because like when I'm thinking about flat Earth, it's great, right? First off, flat Earth is, let's just look at a conspiracy theory. All right, flat Earth trumps all conspiracy theories. There ain't one. There is not one conspiracy theory that trumps flat Earth, and that even includes Agenda 21, which just become Agenda 3030 about population control. The fact they're trying to kill us, flat Earth trumps that. Flaps it like once you grasp flat Earth, it's just you quickly understand that, okay, yes, we're being lied to about everything. You can believe anything. You don't have to, but you don't have to believe anything. You don't have to believe anything we're told ever again. You don't have to believe something just because you believed it once. All right. Um, Once you understand that the Earth is flat, now you can believe your Bible. Okay. Uh, I remember, so when I first read the Bible, I couldn't get past Genesis chapter 1. I'm like, I don't get this. I'm watching space documentaries, like this, that, and the other. I had to shelf it for a while. And when I actually become a believer in the Bible, I still said, well, I don't know what to do with Genesis chapter 1. I don't know what to do with the creation account. Because it conflicts with what I already believed about the ball earth and, the Big Bang and an expanding universe that's going to collapse on itself and restart again and all this stuff, right? But now I can believe that on the first day God said, "Let there be light," and that wasn't the Big Bang. Now I can believe that God actually, it was just water. It was water. Now if you think about water, water always lays flat. It's level. Okay, there was only water, and He separated water from above from water below and made a firmament, firm structure. Right. Then He separated water below from water below and let dry land appear. Okay, and what science tells us, there was a Pangea. Well, that's what God says. He just says land appeared. Okay. Um, on the third day, He also put seed bearing fruit on there. On the fourth day, He put two great lights in the sky, a greater light for the day and a lesser light for the night, and also stars. Well, we know that the greater light is the sun. We know that the lesser light is the moon. And then we know what the stars are, right? Well, it says He puts it in the firmament of the sky, or the vault of the sky, right? It puts it up there. They're for us. They would. Science says that the Earth is, or the Sun is like 1,000,000 miles big, 96 million miles away, and that it was created first. It says that the Earth is only created by the gravity of the Sun. That's not what God said. God said He spoke the Earth into existence before He made the sun. The sun's only there to light up the day, to light up the night, and to mark the seasons and stuff. It's there just it's there for us, right? Uh, I couldn't really believe that before. Now I can. The Bible says a lot of other stuff about the earth being set on foundations and pillars. The fact that the earth cannot be moved. It can be shaken but not destroyed. It can't be moved. It's on foundations and pillars. The foundations of the heavens are on the foundations of the earth. It says, I am He who sits upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are like grasshoppers, right? And so that means when God's sitting down looking at the earth, and as He's on His throne, and He spins, everything He's seeing is like a circle. As the sun moves around like this, it lights up a circle. It says, when I look down, He sees a circle. That's not a ball, a circle, right? Revelation chapter 7. It says, after this I looked, and there before me were four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds of the earth to prevent any wind from blowing on the land or on the sea or on any trees. Okay, so like multiple places in the Bible it talks about the earth having four corners. Multiple spots in the Bible it talks about that the heavens are like a tent. Most tents these days are like a dome. Right? And He says that He calls out all the stars by name. So, and let's get back to the conspiracy thing. Well, I done it said that like flat Earth actually trumps all conspiracies. Well, flat Earth isn't actually a conspiracy. It is not a conspiracy. The conspiracy is the ball Earth. The conspiracy is that from time began until about 400 or 500 years ago or so, until the Catholic Church introduces this idea. I mean, it was a Greek idea, but it was just barely a Greek guy. It was barely a Greek. Four philosophers philosophized that the Earth was a ball. Okay, and let me decline this real quick. And so that the conspiracy actually is the ball Earth. That they fed this thing to us. They shoved it down our throats. They've cast it upon us since we were born. You know, when you go to kindergarten, there's most likely I can't remember for sure 100%, but I'm pretty sure there was a globe there. This is where we live. You know what I mean? They're trying to teach you about gravity keeping you down, this, that, and the other. I literally suggest anybody to truly look into it. If you don't know where to start, get a hold of me. I'll send you some links. You can go to my YouTube. I have a playlist started. I'm going to talk to you about it, okay? If you are a Bible believer, okay, definitely 100% look into it. If you were a Bible believer and you ignore the fact that the earth is flat, then you're because of course it's round, well then you're not 100% believing the Bible. You can never 100% believe the Bible and ignore the flat earth. It's impossible. You cannot believe that there's four corners of the earth. You cannot believe the earth is set on foundations and pillars. You cannot believe that God made their sun, moon, and stars on the fourth day, because you have to believe in gravity. You have to believe in the sun being what made the earth. You know, Carl Sagan said one time, and this is the world's greatest astrophysicist, right, or whatever he was. Okay, he said when he was asked, should someone give thanks to Jesus for giving his life for you? He says, no, you should not give your thanks to Jesus for giving his life for you. You should thank some distant star that died and gave you the carbon you could have for life, right? That's so far away from God. He also said, when asked about heaven, he says, no. He says, we went there and God wasn't there. He was talking about the moon missions, okay? The moon missions also can easily be proven as a hoax. You know, that's where the conspiracy's at, not the Bible. You know, when I like legit, like I recently watched a total solar eclipse. The sun was right there. The moon or whatever disk was covered the sun, and it blacked out the sun for a minute. You know what I mean? It was neat. Like, it was kind of scary though, because it almost like felt like it's sun worshiping. Like it was kind of a wild thing. I would definitely check it out again. If it ever happened in my lifetime, if I ever had a chance to see it again, I would watch it again. Don't think it's going to happen for me. I'm glad I saw it once. Last couple of nights, people have been seeing the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. I happen to have missed it. But then again, it makes you think. They're trying to say it's solar flares. Man, that ain't solar flares. Like when you have a compass, the magnet always points north, right? There's a verse in the Bible that hints to God's throne being in the north. The North Star never moves. Everything, the sun, moon, and the stars all spin perfect circles around the sun, day in, day out. You can watch this with your own eyes. So that's the great thing about the flat Earth, right? We live on the Earth. We're not stupid. Okay, I mean, you know, if you're not a stupid individual, then you have the ability to go out and observe for yourself. You can go out in the morning and look what the sun's doing as it's rising. You can watch what it's doing during the day at noon, 4 o'clock. You can watch the shadows. You can watch it set. You can watch it day in, day out. You can watch it come north in the summer. You can watch it go back, and you can watch it go south in the winter. You can watch how it moves faster and the days get longer. And then someone in the science community say, oh no, it don't get faster because it's 23.4 degrees or whatever it is. The sun moves a certain degree each hour, right? And that never changes. But when the sun gets farther south, the degree gets wider, okay? So at the North Pole, it's here, and it slowly gets wider. So in the wintertime, the sun's so far away, it has to go greater distance. So it actually does move faster. These things get neat. They're like little facts that get neat. But you personally get to be the scientist. One last thing, and I'll leave with this. And so when you Google and you say, what is the definition for science? And then it speaks to you, this is what it did. Years ago when I memorized it, this is what it said. And it was from, I think, Science in the Times magazines. It was a definition of science. It says, the intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. So the first it has to be systematic, it has to be intellectual, it has to be practical, right? It's not just intellectual, it has to be practical. But it starts with observation. It's through observation and experiment, but the first part of it is just observing, okay? And when it comes to flat earth, and most of it is going to be just observing, okay? Because there ain't a whole lot of experiments you can really do, and they're all either going to point to flat earth or just void out ball earth, regardless. But like, you can literally day in out watch the sun, moon, and stars, see what they're doing. When you're taking a trip, you're taking a road trip, as you're driving, you can watch as you go through elevation change and just question, are you experiencing curve? You know what I mean? You, wherever you're at, you can drive down to the ocean, you can go over mountains, and you can constantly look left, right, and maybe, if there's fields out, you can see a mile or two each way. When it comes nighttime and you're driving, you can watch the lights. You can watch all these little poles and towers and this, that, and the other. Right? The deepest hole ever dug was 5 miles, and they want to tell us there's a magnetic lava core, right? I'm done. I encourage you. I encourage you to look into this thing. I mean, it opens up so much stuff. But more than that, you get to literally believe the Bible now.